Hello everybody, welcome to the final post in Women's Month, day 31, the 31st of August. It's been a real privilege and honor for me to recall the women who have impacted my life, and I've done so through video posts for about 21 days. And then over the last 10 days, I've been quoting women who've impacted our world. Recalling these women and the women who've impacted my life has been a real privilege and a real honor. They tell us that when we do a video post on Facebook, we shouldn't do it for more than 1.5 minutes. I want to take a little longer than 1.5 minutes and share a story with you, and a final quote that really impacted my life. A friend of mine, Mark Harris, we co-pastored a church together in Mpangeni, and during that season we wanted to launch small groups in a new and dynamic way, and we did this massive launch. And about 150 people showed up for this launch. We were incredibly excited and really blessed that so many people showed up. It was, however, going to be a 2-week launch. In the second week, about 15 or 20 people showed up, and we were devastated. So we were considering cancelling that meeting that night. Then Christine came to us and she said, "What you guys talking about?" And so we said, "Listen, we think, only 20 or 30 people have shown up from last week. We're really disappointed. Let's just can this whole thing." And she said something that I've never forgotten. It's become an axiom for my life. She said, "If we quit and give up now, we're quitting and giving up for those who haven't arrived, for those who haven't shown up. But if we continue, we're doing so for those who have shown up." And so this idea of showing up has been something that has been part of my life. When every time that I've been tempted to give up or to quit, I've realized and remember what Christine said, that we show up for those who are there, for that which is present. When I reflected on the woman who I've been quoting for the last 10 or so days, I remembered what it means to show up. Aretha Franklin said this: "When God loves you, what can be better than that?" And I realized that what she was saying was, we need to show up with the one life that we have, knowing that God loves us. Joyce Meyer said something along about being patient with a good attitude as you wait. And for me, that speaks about showing up and being present with people who are in front of me and not always thinking of the next thing. Rosa Parks, she said this: "It is up to us to prepare our children for what they have to meet, and hopefully we shall overcome." And she was speaking that in reflection, in respect to racism. And I thought to myself, we need to show up against prejudice, against racism, and not be found to be silent, and to train the next generation. Catherine Kuhlman, the famous healer, spoke about the fact that all healing is divine, whether it is physical or spiritual. But of the two, it is undeniable that the spiritual healing is even greater. And for me, that speaks of the fact that we need to show up and realize that we are image bearers of God. Mother Teresa said, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier." That speaks to me about showing up that we believe in God and that God cares for us and cares for others. Mary Tyler Moore, the comedian, said, "You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you." And that speaks to me of showing up and being brave in adversity. That life isn't just simply a series of wonderful occasions, but it's being brave in adversity. Condoleezza Rice said something along the lines that people who so often end up first don't actually set out to be first. They set out to do something that they really love, and it just happens that they're the first ones to do it. And for me, that speaks about showing up and stop fussing about what other people think or what other people are doing, but figure out what you love and show up and do what you love to do. Golda Meir said, "By fanning the tiny inner sparks of possibility into flames of achievement," speaks to me of something I heard Skip say many years ago. Show up and do the next right thing. Don't worry about the big end result, but do the next right thing. I've loved doing this month. Sometimes it's been a bit of pressure trying to come up with something every day. But at the end of the day, I realize that we have the opportunity to show up in life. And my appeal to all of us as we go into the rest of our lives with this one life that we have to live is that we show up and do what we can do. So God bless you. Thank you so much for participating, for sharing your comments, for sharing these videos, for liking them and loving them and all that stuff. It's been a wonderful experience for me to serve many in this way. So God bless you. Have a great day.